Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I am driving through my favorite borough, Queens. And so since I'm driving through my favorite borough, Queens, you know that I need some company. All right. So the first thing is, before I get into what I want to talk about, is I want to give you guys a quick reminder. If there is anyone who is watching this live that is in the coaching space, in the therapeutic space, in the consulting space, I am hosting a 6-part challenge to get your business together in the new year. And so make sure that you DM me 6-part challenge so I can send you the information. It's absolutely free. No add-ons, no nothing. Okay. And then the second announcement that I have, and then turn right. That's the navigation set. Okay. And then the second announcement I have is for y'all, the most of y'all who follow me, who are involved or not involved in relationships that are not serving you, or you're having a hard time navigating the dating scene. Do not forget, I have free trainings. I have free ebooks. There is no reason why you should not be able to get your dating and relationship life together moving forward. Yes, okay, in 2022, but in life, get it together. You can get it together for free. And if you're having so much difficulty that free just isn't enough, then you need to invest. Get your life together. Stop playing. Okay. I don't know if this navigation and me going live at the same time was a good idea, but we're going to try. So the reason why I am joining this live this morning is in regards to a post that I just put up. Good morning, everybody. So the post that I put up a few hours ago was in regards to value, right? If someone is not adding value to your life, then you need to reconsider that person's position in your life. Now, let me tell you this part. This does not mean that you are absolved, right? You may be the person who is not adding value to somebody's life, which means you may be the person who is removed. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you deciding on who would be the best people for you in your life. So I put up this post about if somebody is not adding value to your life, then you need to consider removing them from your life. Now, what does adding value mean? Because obviously when we think of value, for the most part, the first thing we think about is money. We're not necessarily talking about money, people. But what value does someone add to you? Okay, so let's talk about ways that people can be valuable or add value to you. Are they supportive? Now, this is romantic. This is familial. This is friendship. Are they supportive? Meaning, when you are going through a tough time, can you rely on them? Can you turn to them in a time of need? Will they answer their phone? Will they show up for you? Will they offer you some type of guidance or a listening ear? Or are they never around when you're the one who needs the support, but when they need support, you're always there? You can never reach them on the phone. They're always too busy, which is their right. That's fine. But again, that means that they're not adding value to your life. Oh, snap. I'm in the wrong lane. Ooh, I hate Queens. Are they someone who just does not offer you support? This really was not a good idea for me to go live while I'm driving through Queens. I hate this borough. We're going to wait for the fire truck to go past because I can't hear. And they're probably judging me because I'm on the phone. I'm not supposed to be. Okay, good. So, right? So are they adding value in regards to being supportive? Are they adding value in regards to being entertaining? Sometimes some relationships, some friendships is purely for the purpose of entertainment. They're not the person that you're going to cry to. They're not the person that you're going to call in the middle of the night when you're going through a struggle. You lose your job. You're running to them. They're going to be the person that you go out for entertainment purposes. They got the jokes. They got the memes. They're always out to have a good time. They're not cheap. They're not broke. You guys can have a good time together. Are they entertaining? We're talking about value adds, beautiful people. I'm sorry I cannot put a pin in what we're talking about, but because I'm driving, I'm not supposed to be talking to y'all, but that's what we're talking about today. Who is adding value? Now, if we're talking about romantically, right? I need to take this navigation off because it's killing me. How do I do that? I'm going to mess around and get in an accident, y'all. Oh, pray for me. Mute. And I'm just going to figure out how to get home on my own. Okay. So we're talking about now romantically. Is this person supportive of your goals? Now, I'm going to be very particular about this. Y'all. Are they supportive of your realistic goals? Emphasis on realistic. I have seen plenty of stories of, and no disrespect to the guys, of men talking about women not being supportive of their dreams. Now, I have not watched the last season of Insecure. Do not ruin it for me. I intend to watch it. But I want to give you a reference to Insecure season 1, right? Like, Lawrence was working on this app for 5 years and refused to work. There's one thing of being supportive of somebody's dreams. It's something else of being supportive of a dream. Like, I need it to be a goal. I need it to be practical. I need it to be realistic. You can work on your dream as well as have a 9 to 5 or 11 to 7 or 3 to 11 or 4 to 12 or whatever it is, right? So we're talking about a value add. In your relationships, yes, your partner should be supportive. We also need to be practical about what that support looks like. Like, I can support your desires to be a 45-year-old rapper as you make sure that you work to support this household. And you're not going to be spending all your money in the studio, smoking weed, playing video games with your friends, waking up at 11 o'clock in the morning, or waking up, taking me to work, and then coming back. Like, that's not going to work, right? So when we talk about support is super important. Like, I need to know that my partner believes in my ability to get things done. However, we also need to be practical about the support in which we seek. Like, is it something that is going to be realistic? And even if it's a far-fetched goal, let's say, is it something that I'm also working on the side, as well as taking care of my business? Okay? So, value adds. How does someone add value to your life? If you're talking about a friendship, it can be support. If we're talking about romance, it can be support. If we're talking about friendship, it can be strictly entertainment, right? This is the homegirl that you always call. She's always down for whatever. She's always down for drinks. She's always down for a trip. It's not your closest friend, but y'all cool, right? Y'all get along well. You see eye to eye. Oh man, I hope I don't get lost driving from Queens to Brooklyn, which is ridiculous. Let me in now. Thank you. Yes, okay. Now, entertainment does not work for romance unless you're 22. If you are 22 and you're on this live stream, I'm not talking to you, because someone being entertaining alone does work, right? Now, if you're 30, you're 35, you're 40, you're 45, then entertainment alone is not enough to sustain an adult relationship. Someone being entertaining alone is not enough to sustain a significant, valuable adult relationship. He's fun and he takes me out, but there's no talk of anything that you really want out of life. Unless what you really want is to be entertained for the rest of your life because this guy's a clown or this chick's a clown. Oh, yo, she's mad funny. Yo, she's mad cool. She's like the boys. Okay, is that where it ends? Like, is that all you want? If that's all you want for the rest of your life, then cool. Entertainment is all that. Like, keep going. Like, I support it, right? Keep it strong. But if what you're looking for, I should get off here. I don't know where I'm going, y'all. I apologize in advance. If what you're really looking for is value to be added to your life and someone for you to add value to, the first thing you need to do is have values. You need to know what's valuable. You need to know what you are looking for. You have to have clarity. I was talking to my husband when we were on vacation earlier, and or a couple days ago, and I keep telling him, like, I keep seeing people talking about gaining clarity. I'm like, babe, I don't understand that, like, that statement, like, gain. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean that people aren't clear? And I realized that I myself, that's what I do. I help people to get clear in my coaching programs, right? Like, you need to be clear on what you're looking for in a partner. You need to be clear on what you're looking for in a partnership. You cannot move forward in your life without clarity. How are you going to start the business if you don't know what the business is? You don't know what the budget is. You don't know how you're going to get financing. You don't know who your ideal clients are, what space you're going to work out of. There's no way, right? If you have goals in regards to your physique, but you don't know if you're trying to burn fat, if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to get a bigger booty, you're trying to flatten your stomach, like, is it heart health? Is that your concern versus you don't really care what the physique looks like? If you don't have clarity, you don't have anything. You have a hodgepodge of stuff. Like, you kind of sell lashes, and then you kind of sell hair, and then sometimes you do haircuts, but really color and weaving is your thing. Like, if you don't have a vision and clarity for what you want, it's going to be quite difficult for you to attain it. Not impossible, but quite difficult. So just like you guys can understand my logic and reason when it comes to business, right? Like you have to have a clear oh, look, guys. All these bites are showing from Jamaica. They bit us up. They bit us up bad. If you don't have and see, that's what happens when you don't have a clear vision. You get distracted. You start talking about other things and not focusing, right? So if you don't have a clear vision for what you want your business to look like, if you don't have a clear vision as to what you want your health to look like, if you don't have a clear vision about your finances, you don't really know if you're trying to leverage credit in order to invest. You don't know if you want to do real estate, or you don't know if you want to do stocks, or you don't know if you how difficult is it going to be for you to get there? And all of you guys can appreciate this. I'm sure you can appreciate this illustration. So the same logic goes for your romantic life. So many people lack clarity. What are you looking for? What's the value add? How do you want this person to add value to your life? Now, it can be more than one way, but please be mindful that you're not hanging on one thing over the other. I need him to be my best friend. It's got to be my best friend, guys. Okay, he's your best friend, so you can talk to him about anything. However, you also value spirituality, and he's not spiritual. And you also value marriage, and he doesn't believe in marriage. And you also value having children, and he doesn't have or want any. And you also value, we got to be clear, people. You have to be clear. And so this is literally the foundation of the work that I do when I work with my clients in either one of my programs, The Partner You Deserve or From Breakup to Boot Up, right? Because that is the rudimentary element. Like, if you don't know what you want, how the heck you gonna get it? You gonna go to the hairstylist and say, I think I want a ponytail, but I think I want braids, but I want some faux locks too? Then you're gonna get the ponytail in the front, and then you're gonna get braids on one side, and you're gonna get faux locks on the other. You're gonna look like a hot mess express. You need to have a clear vision. You need to be writing this down. I have a journal that I write down my goals every single day. Every day. Every day. I need to have that clarity. I need to know exactly what I want. I need to write a plan on exactly how I'm going to get there. I need to be reminded of it every day, because if I don't remind myself, I'm going to forget. And I'm going to get distracted. And then when I revisit my journal in a couple months or maybe the next year, and I see that I haven't met any of my goals, that I'm sad that I didn't accomplish, or I start believing that it can't happen for me, or I start believing and I have bad luck. No, you have bad follow through. Luck? You have bad follow through. Let me tell you what luck is. Luck is when you win the lottery. I'm going to give you that, right? Even people who win the lottery play usually a lot. So that's follow through and investment, right? But that's luck. The way that your life, and I don't even want to say pans out, because it's not about panning out, it's about execution. But the way that your life looks has to do with your ability or your desire to execute. Your finances is about your execution, either in a good way or a bad way. Your business's success or failures are about the execution, either in a good way or a bad way. Oh, I need to get off this road. This is noisy. Anything. Your level of education has to do with your execution. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to stay up late at night? Are you willing to join study groups on WhatsApp or Zoom or go to the library at 12 o'clock at night or go to somebody's house? Are you willing to go above and beyond to get what you say that you want? A lot of us say that we want things that we actually don't want. Let me give you guys an example, right? What the hell? Take this. It's hot. Okay. Let me give you guys an example. This stuck with me my whole life. 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 When I was a kid, I want to say maybe I was like 6. I don't even know. Maybe I was like 6 or 7. I don't know. Right? And I told my sister, her name is Sophia, my middle sister. I said, Sophia, like, I'm not said mad hungry, very hungry. I don't really know, right? Like, Sophia, I'm really hungry. Can you make me a sandwich? And she said, are your legs broke? And I said, no. And I didn't pick up on the sarcasm at the time because I was like 7, I don't know, right? Like, no. And then she said, well, if you were really hungry, then you would get up and you'd make your own sandwich. If you were really hungry, you would get up and you would make your own sandwich. Mind blown 30 years later. 30 years later, my mind is still blown. If there is anything that you really want out of life, you will get up and you will make it happen. You will get up and you will make it happen. I saw a post. I'm going to give you another illustration in case that went in one ear and out the other. I saw a post, and I think she's on here. I saw her come in. Let me scroll back a little bit. Yes, that finance chick. Hi, that finance chick. She put up a post that I think also illustrated the same point. She had a reel, and the reel said, we have to make sure that our goals are realistic. You may have a goal that you want to save $10,000 by next year, by December 2022, right? You do your budget, and, well, she said, I'm not the finance lady, so forgive me, right? She said, you want to save $10,000 by the end of December of next year. If you want to do that, that's about $8,333 per month. You do your budget, and you realize that you have about $400 left after you've paid for all of your necessities. No fun, no nothing. You have about $400 left per month. Then that means that goal of 10K is not realistic, right? That means that you're going to have to do some kind of adjustment. What does that adjustment look like? You're going to have to cut back on your expenses. You're going to have to find some additional income. You're going to have to make it work. We can't say that we want something. We want a new car. We want to fix our marriage. We want to start dating. We want to have a baby. We want to buy a new house. We want to get fit. We say these things all the time. We say these things all the time, and we absolutely don't execute. And then it's always everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's not our fault. Well, it's because, my supervisor gave somebody else the promotion over me. One, I would ask, I got M&Ms on my lip. They didn't even tell me nothing. Y'all ain't ish. Number one, was that person in a better position to take the job over you? If they weren't, number two, well, what are you going to do about it? You going to sit at that job and you going to complain forever? Are you going to keep that job as you try to transition to a new job? I would never say quit without being prepared, right? Are you going to finally start that business that you've been talking about for years and you never executed? What are you going to do about it? We talk. We want to lose so much weight as we drive through the McDonald's and we're ordering a Big Mac. You're not for real. Because if you were for real about achieving your goals, you would get it done. I.e., my sandwich story. My sister said, are your legs broke? I said, no. She said, if you were really hungry, you would get up and you would make that sandwich. If you were really frustrated with your weight, you would see a nutritionist, hire a physical trainer, right? You would check your hormone levels, see if there's something that's an issue with that. If you really wanted to buy that new car, you would take on a second job. Or you would lower your expenses so that you're in a position to save faster to buy that car. Or you would launch that business. If you really wanted that house, you would fix your credit. Go on YouTube, go on podcasts, figure out how to increase your credit. You would investigate what kind of low interest loans, if you can get with somebody else, you would figure it out. If you really wanted to be in a romantic relationship, that's something that you feel like is missing in your life. You have all of the other pieces in line except for that. You do some reflection. What were some of the things that went wrong in my former relationships that may have caused me to be in this conundrum? Am I truck, do not try to pass me. Hello? Sorry. What are some of the things, right? Like, was I choosing the wrong people? And why? It's not always you chose the wrong people. People love that excuse because it's a BS excuse. I just chose the wrong people. Why are you choosing the wrong people? Is it because you enjoy being the one who's in the lead? Is it because you enjoy being the one who's in charge? And so when you deal with these people who are broken or broke, you like to be the fixer? Like, even that is a BS thing. I just choose all the wrong. Why are you choosing them? And I'm glad, though. I will say that I'm glad that people are starting to use the language of chose versus I end up with. You didn't end up with anything. If you are a Christian, and I would imagine the other monotheistic religions, right? Like, for the most part, if you believe in one God, you also believe in free will. So that was a choice. So I'm glad that we're at least using that language. But then we need to take it a step from there. How frequently do you go out? How frequently are you on dating apps? Or do you make the excuse that everybody's trash on dating apps? Guess what, sweetheart? The same human beings who are walking down the street or going to the club or going to brunch or at Topgolf or wherever are the same human beings who are on dating apps. Good, bad, or indifferent. How many more excuses are we going to make? It's in my genes. It's in my DNA. That's why I can't lose the weight. Oh, well, I can't just leave my job to start my business. Ain't nobody told you that. What I told you was to do both. But you don't want to stay up all night. You don't want to sacrifice. You don't want to get off of Instagram. Or use Instagram to actually build your business. You don't want to stop the Netflix and chill. You like laying up. You don't want to wake up early. You don't want to stay up late. So what you're saying is you don't want what you say that you want. Because saying that you want your finances to be in order, saying that you want to open that business, saying that you want to lose the weight, saying that you want to be in a romantic, healthy relationship requires work. It's not only having it. Like having it in itself it doesn't work like that. It simply doesn't work like that. People just don't win a house. Even though I just entered a HGTV raffle to win a house. But it doesn't work like that. People don't just drop weight unless they're ill. Right? Like it just doesn't happen like that. You have to work. You are not going to get things in this life without working. And this idea that you don't have to work at putting yourself in a position to be found, because that's the thing. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. I ain't supposed to be looking. I'm supposed to get found. How you gonna get found if you're locked in your house? Who gonna find you? The cable man, the Amazon man, and Uber Eats. How you gonna get found if you're locked in your house? How you gonna get found if you said, I went on a dating app and I had 2 bad dates, so I decided that I'm never gonna use dating apps again? When you went out in the streets with organic dating, you had 2 bad dates, and you didn't say it's organic dating, right? And I had a genius of a woman who told me, which I didn't even bother to correct her because she was such a fool, who said, well, Alison, if you're not actively in these online dating streets, then you can't say that it's not as bad as we say that it is. I currently have 12 clients. I am on 24 dating apps across the country every week, every day, because they have unlimited access to me throughout the course of the program. So don't tell me that, you don't understand. People love that. You're not a mother, so you don't understand. I have logic and I have reason, right? So please, with the excuses, you're going to excuse your way to loneliness. You're going to excuse your way to brokenness. You're going to excuse your way to an unhealthy lifestyle because it's always everybody else and it's never you. As long as you don't take responsibility for your life, I can't even imagine that. Like, I cannot imagine me giving my ability to make decisions over to somebody else. I cannot imagine it. I could not function in a world. I would want to be done if I did not have the ability to decide. If I didn't have the ability to decide, I would be done for. Jump off a roof, forget it. If I was a puppet and somebody else was the puppet master who had the strings that decided for me what my life was going to look like, forget it. Thank God he gave us free will. Thank God he gave us free will. And many of you guys are squandering it. He has given you a gift and you are squandering it. There are people who are waiting for your gifts. They're waiting for your gifts. They have not found the person who can provide what you need or what you provide. They can't find them, right? You are gifted with your hands. You make handcrafted necklaces and jewelry that's made from organic products only. You know how many people are out there looking for your stuff, but you're too afraid to release it? Why? Somebody gonna laugh at you? Like, what are we 7? What are we talking about here? So many people are waiting. Oh man, I'm about to turn this my block. So many people are waiting for you to come out and be that professional hairstylist, that professional makeup artist that we all looking for. I mean, I got mine, but that we're all looking for. I can at least say in New York City, but I'm sure it's across the country. And you're afraid. You don't want to get that lease. You don't got to start with the lease. Start with doing it in your house. Start with doing it at the client's house and build from there. You are so afraid to fail that you never execute. And guess what? By you not executing, you will always fail. by default. Because you didn't try, because you didn't pursue, because you didn't go after it, now by default you have failed. Because you're right, you never opened that business. You're right, you never started on your weight loss journey. You never started on your heart health. You never started on your emotional health. You never started, so you're absolutely right, you failed. Wouldn't you rather try? And then you got like a 50-50. You got a 50-50. There's a 50-50 chance that you will be successful in your venture or you will fail. There's a 50-50 chance that your marriage will be fulfilling and loving and amazing. And there's a 50% chance it won't be. But guess what? This always happens when I pull up at my house because my phone gets confused and they don't know what Wi-Fi is on. That's the cue for me to go home. Y'all, I love y'all. I kind of just went off. I started with one thing, went with something else. I need y'all to hear me. I need you to hear me. I need you to execute. Stop pussyfooting around. And I'm going to get to it. Start now. You don't have to wait 4 days from now. Start now. We need your gifts. You deserve more. But you only deserve more if you're willing to work. As long as you keep running your mouth about how much you don't make enough and how you wish you could do and you want a nice bag and you want new shoes and you want the luxury, but then you're not putting in the work, well then good for you. You don't deserve it. That's why I call the program that I have, the partner you deserve. I'm going to help you get the partner you deserve. The question is, do you want the partner that you deserve, or do you want someone who's valuable and amazing? And if that's the case, then you have to be valuable and amazing. It don't work like that. What's the chances that you think that you're going to get with somebody who is just perfect for you, and you're not even perfect for yourself? Not perfect in the world, perfect for yourself. You're not giving it your all. You're pussyfooting around. You're walking on eggshells. You're afraid to launch. You're scared to go back to school. Guess what? If you don't go back to school now, then 3 years from now or 4 years from now, when you would have finished your degree, you still didn't get it. So you might as well do it now. It don't make no sense. This is not, guys, I'm coming from a place of logic and reason. I'm 35. I don't want to go back to school. I'm going to look stupid. Yeah. And 4 years from now, you're going to be 39. Still 4 years older with no degree. Oh, I don't want to get braces. I'm 40. I'm going to look like a teenager. Yeah, and then you laugh and you smile like this every time you take a photo because you're uncomfortable with your teeth look like. People going to laugh at you. If you would have gotten it 2 years ago when COVID started, you could have been wearing a mask all this time and nobody would have known the difference. But you keep wasting time. If you would have launched this business while you were working from home and you were able to manage both the business and work a little bit easier, then you would have been 2 years ahead. But you keep wasting time and you're not executing. All this time you could have been dating to see who's the right fit, to see who's the right match. But dating apps don't work, and these dudes ain't ish, and all these women want is your money. Yeah, you keep thinking that. You keep saying that. That's exactly what you're going to find. How many times have you said, oh, you know what, I want to get this car. This is my car, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's the car that I want. And as soon as you decide that's the car that you want, then you see it everywhere. If you keep saying that they're not valuable, you keep saying that men are this, and you keep saying that women are that, that's exactly who you're going to get. Because guess what? You deserve it. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your language. Even if you're having those debilitating thoughts that you're not worthy and you're not going to get and you're not going to accomplish, change your words. Change what you write. I write every day what I want because I'm going to be more inclined to execute it. If I write it every day, if I remind myself every day exactly what I want, I'm going to be more inclined to execute it. I'm going to shame myself because I'm like, damn, I know I was supposed to. I don't go to the gym. I'm too damn lazy. You see this hair? I don't go to the gym. I'm lazy, right? But if I were to write, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. And now it's been 5 days and I've been writing it every day and I haven't gone. That's going to shame me into doing it, y'all. I need you to get it together. I'm going to take this one question because I got a call in 2 minutes and I got to go. I got a session. How are people dating and they don't even know their purpose and calling in life? I don't see the connection. I think that you can date people and get your romantic life together as you continue to pursue to get your career and your purpose. I don't think that you have to find your purpose. Some people don't find their purpose till they're 50. What that means that they're never going to date. They're not going to get married. They're not going to have children because they haven't been 100% fulfilled in their career. I don't think that you need to have your purpose or know your purpose yet. I mean, I'm 35 and a half, right? And I think I found my purpose now. Does that mean that I shouldn't have started dating my husband until right now, until I launched a line with Alison? No, he's helped me along this journey. He supported me along this journey, and he continues to do so. So I do not think you need to find your purpose or your calling in life. I think this is my calling. And I've been in education for 15 years, and I think I found it now. Does that mean that I should have not dated? Or no, I don't agree with that, King. All right. Y'all, I love y'all. I want y'all to share this live with anyone who you think needs a swift kick in the behind to get it together. You do not have to wait 4 days. You can lay the foundation now. If you would like to work with me to get your relationship life together and you're ready to invest significantly, I want you to click the link in my bio. I want you to schedule a call. I think it's the 4th button. If you're not ready to invest significantly, I want you to click the link in my bio and register for the free stuff. Take advantage of the gift that has been given to you for free. And if you're on here and you're not looking for relationship stuff, but you are looking for a boost in your business and you're looking for ways that you can improve your business going into 2022, I also want you to click the link in my bio, and I want you to register for my free training. It's a 6-part training over 3 weeks, the Coaching Business 101. It's going to be coaching, consulting, and other stuff. But even if 5 minutes doesn't apply to you, it'll be better than nothing. Take action, y'all. That's literally the #1 hashtag that I put underneath each and every post. Whatever action is for you, take it. Stop playing with your life. Quit playing with your life. Get it together, whatever it means for you. All right, y'all, I'm already late out of session. I love y'all. Adios. Bye.